Good evening. Thank you for joining us here on KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Whitney Ward. Mark is off tonight. We begin at this hour tracking a weather impact alert day. That's for the increased fire danger as gusty winds and dry weather are taking over our region. For more on how it's all impacting you, we are headed straight to our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Legoo.
Well, when it comes to a pattern of warm, dry weather, in order to bring that pattern to an end and not have storms, you need wind. And that's what we have. But with everything dried out, wind is creating critical fire danger across much of the inland northwest. Red flag warnings stretch from Okanagan County straight through Spokane and down across the Palouse because we have dry conditions and very gusty winds. Temperatures are a far cry from where they've been, though. All of this comes thanks to a cold front. That cold front moved through early this morning, but as long as the sun is up, we are going to hang on to the wind. For that reason, those red flag warnings remain in effect through 9 p.m. tonight, and it is likely the critical fire danger sticks around that long as well. You zoom in, you can see a couple of those storms off to the north. Those continue to wind down, but overall, it has been a rather impressive stretch. That rain now moves its way out of northeast Washington, makes its way toward Bonners Ferry. Sandpoint, you've seen a couple of stray showers. Expect a few more sprinkles as we move through the remainder of the evening, but also enjoy the temps. Look at that. 70s across much of the region, and as Whitney mentioned earlier, it is a far cry from where we were this time yesterday. In fact, let's just take a quick look. I love this graphic. A 14-degree drop from this time yesterday in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 18 in Sandpoint. A big change in the overall weather pattern. Next few days, a little bit warmer, but emphasis on a little bit. 80s return, but it's mid-80s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
We are going to enjoy that. Jeremy, thank you. Those winds, though, are fanning the flames of wildfires that are burning in our region. So take a look here at your screen. This is a map of the big wildfires that we are tracking tonight. They all range in size, but they are all impacting our air quality as well as, of course, the people living nearby. So let's get you all up to date right now. First, urgent level 3 go now evacuations are in place for the fire burning near Lewiston and Julietta. According to the Latah County Sheriff's Office, State Highway 3 east of Lewiston is completely shut down now as crews are working to battle the Gwen fire. We don't have an acreage exact report yet, but we are working to gather that information. We do know, though, that the evacuation center is open at the Lapway Methodist Church. Right now, the Julietta area is also under level 1 get set evacuations. And in nearby Troy, the Latah County Sheriff's Office is evacuating all houses on Driscoll Ridge for a different fire. We don't know a lot about this one just yet, but we will make sure to bring you updates as soon as we learn more. And for a full list of all of the evacuations, make sure to just go to our website, krem.com. The Swawilla fire, which is burning near Keller, that has the entire town and some of the surrounding areas now under level 3 go now evacuation orders. This one has burned more than 30,000 acres and is still 0% contained tonight. FEMA has now authorized federal funding to help with the firefighting costs. There are 2 evacuation centers, one at the Lake Roosevelt High School gym in Cooley Dam, the other at Pascal Sherman Indian School in Omak. The Keller Ferry is back open, but only to help evacuate those out of the area. Just yesterday, the crews who were fighting that fire were preparing the Keller community for this exact scenario. Northern Rockies Team 6 is in charge of managing wildfires across Montana, Idaho, and Washington. They organized a community meeting at Keller Community Center to go over evacuation plans. Residents say they've grown more concerned as fires have been inching closer to their neighborhoods over the last several seasons.
The weather's been different and the fire behavior has been a lot different. There's a lot more fuel than there used to be out there on the forest floor.
The Swawilla fire isn't the only one either that is threatening homes in that area. The smaller Bridge Creek fire has burned nearly 4,000 acres. It's also 0% contained. Fire crews say data on containment for both of these fires will be looked at and released at multiple points over the next several days as crews continue to work in that area. Right now, some of the biggest fires in the country are actually burning in southern Oregon. The Durkee fire has burned roughly 268,000 acres. It is also 0% contained. It's burning just south of Baker City and is the largest fire in the U.S., the 7th largest in Oregon state history. Abby Wilt with our Seattle sister station has been in eastern Oregon now for the past 4 days and has more tonight.
Here about 5 minutes outside of Huntington, where the Durkee fire continues to burn and threaten homes and structures. And I want to show you here where the fire has jumped I-84. This happened last night. We watched the fire roll down those hills yesterday, and as of today, it has completely jumped over. However, there are no active flames where we are now. And I want to note too, I-84 continues to have off and on closures from Ontario to Pendleton. Crews are monitoring the road conditions for visibility as well as if the fire activity is close to the road. As the 7th largest fire in Oregon's history burns,
it's still not over.
Residents are just now starting to return to their homes and assess the damage.
So all my animals are good, my house is still standing.
Matt Sott lives in Rye Valley and has been protecting his home from the Durkee fire, which started 1 week ago by lightning and is burning east of I-84, scorching over 260,000 acres so far. And Matt says it's been a community effort.
And I was helping my neighbors chase cows out of there because we knew it was coming.
And his neighbors helped him when the fire surrounded his home.
I feel pretty lucky because a lot of people weren't so lucky. I didn't have any animals hurt, and my house is still standing, and a lot of people weren't that lucky.
Currently, these fires are the #1 fire priority in the nation. That includes the Badland Complex fire, which is burning over 23,000 acres west of I-84. Both are causing fear for residents throughout the state.
And you know it's coming, but you don't know when, and you don't know what to do.
Tonight, officials say the towns of Rye Valley, Lime, Huntington, Richmond, and Durkee are still in danger. As of now, there are no reported structures that have been burned, but evacuation levels do remain in place. Reporting in Eastern Oregon, Abby Wilt, Idaho's News Channel 7.
And further north of the Durkee and south of Spokane is the Cougar Creek fire that is continuing to burn in Asotin County. That one has scorched about 12,000 acres. It's only 23% contained right now, and there are multiple different evacuation orders in place there. Up north in Canada, 25,000 people have been evacuated from the town of Jasper in Alberta. You may know it as the gateway to Canada's biggest national park. There are no reports of injuries. However, officials say anywhere from 30 to 50% of the town's structures are potentially damaged. About 176 wildfires have been burning across the province, including 54 that officials say are burning out of control tonight. Down at the University of Idaho, students are going to replicate wildfire behavior to try and better research it and reduce the risks. Engineering students made a device that makes embers to test how embers interact with different materials to mimic real wildfire conditions. Last year, 95,000 acres were consumed by wildfires, and this is what motivated the program. Amid the current impacts that we see today, it's clear prevention is important, they said. U of I says that understanding the dynamics of ember interaction with both natural and human-made materials is crucial to reduce wildfire expansion and identify and develop fire-resistant building materials as well. The Spokane Fire Department is looking into 4 more suspicious fires on the South Hill that lit up overnight. According to the fire department, that first one was reported in the 2700 block of 47th Street. It was just after midnight. 3 more were then started around 1 a.m. just a few blocks down the road. Crews found multiple vegetation fires in that area. Investigators are now working to determine if they are connected to other recent suspicious fires in the same area.